Hello, I'm Keith Kreischer, the Executive Director of the IoT M2M Council, or IMC, and I'm here at CES 2024 talking with my good friend and colleague, Sri Ramachandran, who is the CTO of Somos. Sri, welcome, and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Keith. Happy New Year to you too.
Let's start off simple. Let's talk about Somos and its role in the IoT ecosystem. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Perfect. So Somos is an identity management company. So we manage identities like telephone numbers and identities of devices, of IoT devices and so on. And that's been our upbringing and our core competence. So we manage the life cycle of these identities.
You guys are the +1 telephone number registry for the US, Canada, and Caribbean, right?
That's right, yeah. So we are the North American Numbering Plan Administrator, and the North American Numbering Plan is the +1 country code for the US, Canada, and 20 other Caribbean countries.
Right.
So it's a big job. We also run the toll-free number registry, again for US and Canada, so which means all of the 1-800 and 877, 866, all those numbers.
Right.
As well as every disconnected number in the United States needs to be reported back into something called the Reassigned Numbers Database.
Oh, wow.
This is really important for TCPA compliance, which is the Telecom Consumer Protection Act. So it's a very privacy-oriented thing that's necessary to make sure that citizens' privacy is protected.
Right.
So we run that registry also.
And for IoT purposes, how does that fit together? I mean, where do you expect to be playing in the IoT ecosystem as we move forward here?
So IoT devices today have a lot of security vulnerabilities. And part of the issue is when you talk to CIOs and CISOs, they usually say that they cannot secure what they cannot see. And so the visibility of IoT devices is really a big problem today. And what we are doing is, at Somos, we're building an IoT identity registry that actually keeps track of the state of every IoT device. So that way, CIOs within enterprises can actually look at their assets, all their IoT assets, all their connected assets, and know what the security stature, security posture of all of their assets are.
Wow.
Which is really important for them to make sure that
Absolutely.
they're able to thwart any cybersecurity issues.
Absolutely. Now those assets, though, they come in a lot of different forms. I mean, and connectivity types for that matter. So you've got sensors, gateways, but you've also got cellular connections, LoRa WAN, Wi-Fi. Can you, how do you handle that diversity?
So we've built it such that we are agnostic to the use case. It can be any kind of device, something that's attached to as a tracker that's attached to a larger asset, or it could be something like a medical device or anything else. So we are agnostic to the use case, also to the type of connectivity. So we can secure things, or we have knowledge of things that can be Wi-Fi connected or cellular connected or LoRaWAN connected. So we kind of tend to be agnostic to those things, which gives us the ability, which gives our customers the ability to have very good visibility of their IoT assets.
You may have hit on this earlier, but can you secure what you're not aware of?
It's really hard. I mean, CIOs struggle with this. So one of the things that's happened, post-pandemic, with the explosion of remote work, what's happening is there is no perimeter where they say, okay, this belongs to me, or this belongs to the enterprise, and this does not belong to the enterprise, because the perimeter has really gone wide wrong,
right,
because of remote work.
So the differentiation between personal devices and work devices has been blurred totally.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So their security challenges have really exploded because of that.
Right.
And it's called shadow IT, which is a big problem among CIOs.
We've talked about that.
Right, yeah. So the shadow IT issue is something that they struggle with, and so knowing clearly what their assets are really important. And we are an enabler of that for that.
Right. So how does an identity registry help solve cybersecurity challenges? I mean, sum it all up for us.
So we give CIOs and CISOs the visibility into their assets, and we can then look at the firmware images that they have or the software images that they have, and look at the vulnerabilities and compare that to already published vulnerabilities that are out there, either by NIST or other government agencies who actually publish those things, and point out to them, these are all the vulnerabilities in your existing deployments. You need to do something to fix them. Provide them a call to action so they can actually make their assets much more secure.
Terrific stuff. Sri Ramachandran, CTO with Somos, an important player in the IoT ecosystem. Sri, thanks so much for spending the time with us.
Thank you, Keith. It's been great talking to you.